Morning, all my YouTubers, all my blue collar workers. Hope everybody having a good day today. I'm at school this week, so yesterday we just kind of went over Steam systems, all the different types of Steam. I've worked a little bit on Steam, so I kind of knew some of it. Most of it just has to do with like boiler safety. That's kind of with Steam. That's kind of one of the main things. Boiler safety. You always want to make sure you don't have a big bomb there. That's kind of what it turns into if you have an issue. So yeah, that was yesterday, and then we got our test results back from our final test for hot water systems. I got like 14 wrong. I think it was 104 questions. So I was kind of upset about that. I was like, man, that's like almost failing. But then I guess it turns out it was like 80 some percent. So it's not that bad. But I don't know. I just feel like I need to hold myself to a higher caliber. So if I get more than like, I could take a couple wrong, be okay. I'm all right with that. But 14, that seemed like a lot, boy. There's a couple, we had drawings and stuff we had to do on there. So there's some little things like not putting the depiction of the tag, the safety tag in one of the things. Like that was a point right there. But whatever, there's some little things. There's a couple things we didn't go over, but there's a couple things that I don't know why I got them wrong. Because I got to study a little bit harder if I want to get the A for excellence. But yeah, man, otherwise ain't nothing much than that. Got still driving the Benz. Luckily it's running pretty good, boy. Get good gas mileage. Then the Jag's still in the shop. I don't know, they ain't called me or nothing, so not really looking forward to that. Probably gonna be something else expensive. Hopefully whatever it is fixes it, and then I'll probably throw that in the garage. And I got a 2-car garage at the house, so my girl want to be in the garage. I got 2 cars now, so something gonna have to live outside. I'll probably end up being the Benz. I guess this is the work beater, so hopefully it starts up every time. I just changed my insurance on the Jag to basically like a storage level insurance. So probably won't be driving that. Plus I don't want to put no more miles on that, and I have to. So that's that. But yeah, man, ain't really nothing much going on. Everything here sounding like things are running pretty smooth. Everybody kind of excited. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now that sound like there could be optimistic for the future. So that's good. There's plenty of people working. I think there's only one person. There's one third-year apprentice on the bench right now, and that's the guy that was out on my job site. That he just, man, I don't know what his deal was, man. He just was making enemies with people who just, I don't know why you do that. Like at the end of the day, if you're an apprentice, you got to realize you're gonna have to put up with some BS that you may or may not like. But I mean, even if you was a journeyman, like there's always gonna be some kind of situation where you got to put up with something that you ain't happy about. It's just you kind of got to learn to put the minor things aside. Like at the end of the day, I don't know. For me, I'm always been the type of person where it's like I'm always trying to get to the next level. I'm never just content. Like I don't understand how to be content. Like when there's people that are like, all right, yeah, I'm good, I'll just relax. Like that for me is like, that's a struggle. I don't know if it's something in my mentality that's not right, or from doing prison time, or just growing up in the hood. Like I'm not sure what it is, but it's like it always seems like there has to be, I can always push myself to do better in any aspect. And I mean, I guess that's helped me. One of the guys here, he went in for a UA test, for a weld test, and one of the higher ups, she's on the training commission. She was there to oversee the weld test, and she's also one of the ones that runs the company I'm at. And he had told her like, oh yeah, Sterling, he's in my class. And I guess she had good things to say about me. Say she heard a lot of good things, that I'm a good fitter. So that's always positive to hear, that you're making waves, and people that really you wouldn't think would have any knowledge of you, who have heard about you and have good things to say. Like that's definitely uplifting, and it makes me feel like I'm doing the right things and I'm on the right track. Also, man, I've been having a lot of y'all that have been commenting and saying really good things, and I definitely appreciate it, man. Like I don't do this to try to get attention or to try to make myself seem like somebody special. Like I just feel like I'm like everybody else, you know what I mean? I made bad decisions and I turned it around, and now I'm making good decisions. And man, I'm just so happy about it. I just wish somebody would have told me about this a long time ago. So my whole purpose is to try to share this with everybody else out there, and hopefully it puts somebody else on a good path. Like even if you're not on a bad path, like you ain't got to been to prison to turn your life around. Like sometimes you could be just working in a job that you ain't happy in, and you don't know that there's other options that could be better for you. So that's kind of my whole perspective. But I definitely appreciate everybody out there, all the support. Man, it's dope, man. When I hear people that say that I've helped them or I've given them something to think about, like that just it makes me feel great. Makes me feel like I'm doing something to benefit people. Because at the end of the day, like, man, look, everybody out there, there's a lot of people out there that are just haters. Like, they feel like the only way that they can make themselves move up in the world is by putting somebody else down. And man, I don't know. I've just been through enough that I know that that's not realistic. Like, it's not a race, or it's not a competition with anybody else. Like, at the end of the day, it's a competition with yourself. You got to decide what your potential is, what you want out of life, and figure out how you can get it. Like, you can't depend on anybody else. Don't wait for a handout. Don't wait for somebody to just give you something, because you're going to be waiting forever. The best way is just take control, take the reins, man, and just do the things. It's going to be scary. You're going to do some scary stuff. You're going to do some stuff that you're not sure about, but you ain't never going to know what you can do until you do it. I mean, you might think, oh, I can never do that. And then when you're put in a situation where you're forced, you have to do it. Like, you're going to make do. Like, that's kind of how, maybe that's from me being in prison so long that made it so easy. Like, how many people have ever thought, like, oh my God, I can't do a 15-year sentence in prison. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you go to prison and you get sentenced to 15 years, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Like, you got to go do that time, bud. So, you know, it is what it is. You just learn that there's some things that you just don't have control of, and you just got to make the best of them where you can. And there's always going to be opportunities. You just got to look and see and be able to realize that there are opportunities. So, I don't know, just my little daily rant. I just figured I'd make something for y'all. I've been kind of lacking on the videos lately, just doing a lot of stuff. It's like, it's hard to find time to articulate my words into something useful. Like, I ain't trying to just be on here babbling, even though that's kind of what I be doing, but whatever. I mean, y'all be saying you like it. I appreciate it. And man, I hope that some more of y'all can get into the trades, or I hope that somebody finds something positive out of this. And I wish there was a way, it was like a back and forth to where y'all could send videos back to me and show me the progress. Like, I really like to see that. I really like to see and hear that people's doing good, man. Like, here I am, like, ex-con. I'm doing all right. I'm living pretty comfortable. It's always a little bit of a struggle. There's a lot of bills to pay, and this and that, and that's kind of how the world's set up. You're gonna have to be a slave to the system if you want to get nicer things. But at the end of the day, if you can work through it and make it all work out, like, it's all right, man. It's comfortable. So I ain't a millionaire, but who needs to be a millionaire? I don't need to be a millionaire. I just want to be comfortable. So we'll see, man. I hope everybody had a good day. But I think we got welding today, so same old thing. We'll see how these welders running. We have been having some issues at the training center with our welders. I think that they was running all the welders on the same circuit that they run a lot of the chillers and stuff, and so I think we were getting a voltage drop. And I don't know, it just seems like you'd be welding good for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it'll just mess up. Like, I'll be running a smooth route. And the crazy thing is, like, I'll be welding at work all the time and never have the same issues until I come into the training center. And it's like every time I would just be fighting with stuff. But there's people that are passing here, so I mean, it's not undoable. It's just, I don't know, I got to get used to the difference between how these machines run and these rods run compared to what we have out on the job site. So anyway, that's my day. So hope y'all have a good day. Let's go get this money. Let's be successful. Appreciate all y'all.